this is Kareli with Epoxy Moonchild. Let's get into today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys on a flower collecting journey. I am so excited to get to show you guys this part. This is my favorite part, going out there and collecting all the flowers myself. I do it this way. My trick is I go everywhere with books and paper. If you saw my last video, you know that is my tactic, and I will tell you why. Because flowers, they die and they wilt very quickly, especially depending on the weather. So I take them from live to immediate pressed position into the books, and then they keep them safe enough to come home, and I can put them in my presser, and then the process from there is perfect. So, number one tip, if you are someone out there that loves collecting flowers, you gotta travel with paper and anything flat and any kind of book that you can put the flowers in, and then take them home and put them in your presser. If the flower is cut far away enough from the bud, then it will last you in water if you're going to last a long time to get home. But I am very bad at this, however, because I do not remember to ever leave my house with bottles and water. So books and paper are just a lot easier. I go everywhere. I do try to go local, but I have gone farther out, hikes and such, different locations around me. Sometimes I have had to dry my flowers in children's books because that's all I have in my car. As long as you get it home on time and put it in a presser, it will make it. And these flowers out here, they are so worth collecting. These flowers are so beautiful. They are my favorite in this video that I have found so far in my local little town. I get asked a lot, where do I get my flowers? The answer to that is everywhere. They are everywhere. I just really drive around a lot. I find public places or places to ask people like, hey, can I grab some of these roses? Can I grab some of these wildflowers? I've been to places where people have seen me doing what I'm doing and they do ask. And so I let them know this is for my business. I collect flowers and dry and preserve them. And they're so sweet. They actually have let me grab a bunch of their flowers before of their garden. So I do kind of just have to branch out and not be nervous or shy about it, which is hard, but I do just have to look. I just look, I drive around places. I have my husband always looking around for places as well. Once I find a good location and I restock myself, this is how I do it. I cut really close to the bud itself, take them off. I take as much stem off. If it has a lot of pollen on the inside, I do try to take as much of that off before I put it in my book. And then when it comes home, I immediately try to transfer them into the presser. I do think the longest I've lasted is probably like 2 days of leaving them in my book before they hit the presser, and they still do fine, but the pages will be really wet from everything that's being released from the flowers. It's just not enough pressure in a book. So once they come home, I do take them all out with tweezers. You have to be very careful at this part because the flower petals are very delicate. They are very thin and they can already be starting to stick to the paper in your book. So when you bring them home, just try to take them off as slowly and delicately as you can. Peel them off that paper and use a drier piece of paper on the presser and then transfer the flower. I have never noticed a difference between regular normal printer paper and like pressing or what they would call blotting or plotting paper. I've never noticed a difference. If anything, my flowers have stuck more to professional paper than just regular printing paper. I don't know why, but it just happens. So I use regular printing paper and napkins. I do just use regular printing paper first and then napkins on top. So you do not transfer the print and pattern of the napkin on your petals. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. It is annoying, and yes, it ruins the flower. It ends up looking weird. It has like ridges and designs on the petal, and that's not how it's supposed to look. So I just use my regular reliable printing paper, and then I put a layer of a napkin on top if it's like very thick, and go from there. So I leave it in there for about 3 to 4 days, the least, 2 weeks being the longest, depending again on the thickness of the flower. I do check up on them periodically, maybe like day 2, day 3, just to kind of see if the paper needs to be swapped out, because if the flower has too much moisture, it can make that flower already change color, and sometimes it can get like a rotting brown look. And so check up on the flowers. I'm really hoping that these flowers that I collected this time, the yellow stays yellow. Yellow can be the one that kind of fades, or like reds can turn purple. Purples can sometimes turn like a light pink. I've had orange wildflowers turn completely almost see-through violet pink, which is insane to me. But everything just is just so beautiful, and that is the journey that I love. That's the journey that I have been wanting to share with you guys. So thank you so much again for being here. If you have any questions, comment below. If you want to see a specific flower be pressed, you can also let me know in the comment section. Before I forget, for my locals, I am at the Festival City Farmers Market. That is the market we have here every Saturday, 9 to 1. You can shop local. You can also ask questions and put in any customized order request. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to do that now. Like and follow the page, and all of my socials can be found at Epoxy Moonchild. Thanks for watching. That's it for today. If you saw me out there stealing flowers, no, you didn't.